There it is. Official confirmation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video over on the channel by the name of LeaIsChill. Today we're here to return to Tokyo Ghoul for the first time in the longest time, aside from visual novel obviously. Today we had the official release of Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, and so I wanted to go ahead, we're going to do the tutorial today, try it on out. This is official confirmation as I start up this game right now that this game is made by GameSamba in collaboration with KOMOETechmo, and so there's been a lot of like weird obfuscation of GameSamba being involved, even though it's very clear that the game uses the same models as Tokyo Ghoul Dark War did back in the day. Regardless, I am very excited to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to be cutting around any like just anime content if I'm going to be going through this, because unfortunately copyright laws and the way that it works is bullshit. So the way that they end up adapting a lot of these stories inside these games is basically just anime screenshots put over and over and over. And obviously, we're just going to get the first whole episode of Tokyo Ghoul pretty much here. I do like the style of like the comic text boxes. It's reminding me a lot of like someone simulating manga panels, kinda. I should have known a big man like you would want to play with little toys. Playing house, how cute. Let me take them all from you. And then he does the thing. All right. I think we're pretty safe to just skip past this first part of the story. Oh, it actually has like the full summary as well, which is not something that a lot of other Tokyo Ghoul games have done so far. I'm kind of down for it. See, I've seen glimpses and small little snippets of what gameplay looks like for this game, but this is going to be our first official look into how this is going to be balanced and how it's going to look. So I'm excited. You can select skills you want to use this turn. You'll see a number of actions you can take this turn, so you can use 2 skills on the first given turn. Upon selecting a skill, a new option will be filled in. Adjacent skills will be automatically merged to increase the power. Oh, so if you click on it, matching icons / matching cards will combine together to create 2 stars, and I imagine up to 3 stars, similar to how Grand Cross works. 7 Deadly Sins, that would be. Then ultimate skills require using skills and energy cards. Okay, so there's actually cards to like increase your alt gauge as well. Makes sense. Lethal is anti-heal, so that's going to be something that's very important inside like balancing inside a game like this. Allies will also gain energy when attacked, so it's very similar to what you'd imagine Star Rail to kind of work like. Kagune attack. Yeah! Interesting. So the alt animation actually matches 1-to-1 one of the scenes that was inside the trailer for this game, which was Kaneki versus Amon. And so I think that they adapted small snippets of the story later on in 3D form, and then used those as like skill animations as well to be able to save a little bit of effort. I kind of like it. It's a cool way of mixing it up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. This is a very different style. And will it just drop it on top of her 3D model? Yeah, of course. Goodbye. Man, it's still so nostalgic to see like that first episode of Tokyo Ghoul adapted like this. But I feel like I've seen it so many times that there's not a lot of ways they can make it intriguing, really. And this is just more of the summary. So the skip summarizes the entire chapter, not just the part that you're skipping. So that gets kind of interesting. On to the next story. It's just immediately into a cutscene. We're just going to skip right past a lot of this. I don't exactly know which ones of these will have 3D style cutscenes, but I'm pretty confident in... So, yeah, you can get rid of the HUD with that. I'm pretty confident in skipping past all of these. I'll check later on, after this first video, if any of these have 3D cutscenes, and I'll play on through it, but I just want to see what this game is all about. So obviously, they're going to have, like, the type effectiveness wheel that you'd expect of, like, Ukaku, Rinkaku, Bikaku, and... Did I say Rinkaku already? What was the last one? You know what I mean. All 4 of those typings. Like, on the top right here, where you can actually see... They're not using the system from the anime. So... Yeah, so inside the anime for Tokyo Ghoul, the whole thing is like certain types of Kagune are better than others against others. So Bikaku beats Rinkaku, Rinkaku beats Kokaku, Kokaku beats Ukaku, Ukaku beats Bikaku. And so it's meant to be that kind of like rock, paper, scissors you'd expect. On the top right here, I'm seeing that they're only using 3 different typings, and so they're not going to be using Ukaku, Rinkaku, and all of that. They're using a different style of like technique, speed, and strength, like other games do. Not really using the setting in that case, but I respect it. Whatever you want to do. In this case, wouldn't I have wanted to choose the ones that combine the Toka cards? And anyway, it's gonna teach me how to play this video game anyway. Tap here. Yeah, here it is. So what do they actually call them? Speed, strength, skill. Yeah, so it's the most basic of basic possible. So blue is weak against green, red is weak against blue, yada yada yada. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect out of one of these like gacha games. Just missing the light and dark element that a lot of these games end up using, which they might introduce later as like something different. Use more of Toka's skills to restrict him. I would have wanted to combine them into a 2-star, but sure. Because the restrict him doesn't do anything for me, because it doesn't actually stun him. It's just him flexing. Unless it like increases his aggro. Attacking an enemy of restricted attribute increases its weak. Weak bar maxing out stuns the enemy for 1 turn. Never mind, it is actually really important to use the right typing. They have like a break efficiency gauge similar to how Star Rail works. So yeah, it's going to be really, really important in that case. Damn. So and then it actually breaks him, so he won't be able to act this turn, I suppose. Yeah, it completely stuns him for the whole turn. Interesting. In that case, it's going to be a balance of like DPSs versus break effectiveness. I could see it being fun. I really like Star Rail, and Honkai Star Rail is like the golden standard in terms of gameplay right now. I'm kind of down for it. Attacking a restricted enemy increases its weak bar, stuns the enemy for 1 turn. That'll be really important to try and remember for the future. I wonder how this game is going to end up working, because if there's only 3 typings in that case, it's going to make it so the units are always going to be countering 1 direct release as of recent. If there is like an elaborate PvP system, which I think people have been implying about this game inside a lot of the marketing so far, which I'm kind of down for. Honestly, I'm down for like online styles of gameplay. A lot of the time, Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, unfortunately, really struggled. Here, we're gonna name ourselves LeaIsChill. It really struggled with trying to maintain an active fan base, and that was a big problem, unfortunately. All right, let's see. This is our first rare recruit. We're just doing the opening scene. Okay. We got 1 rainbow. I think that's actually probably guaranteed on your first. So Amon, fucking Bonjo sidekick. Of course he's an R. You know how it goes. Got a random Taishi from the thing. Is that Hinami? Every single time we start these fucking games, I'm telling you, Hinami is the first SR or SSR we get. This has just been a fact of the world. I got a Marude, I got a random jobber. Sure, I'll take it. I imagine that Hinami is probably going to end up being pretty relevant, considering that inside Dark War she was pretty much like the early game healer for most teams. Wonder if that's actually guaranteed. Let me know if you guys got a different SSR on your first pull. Seemed like she also wasn't inside the guaranteed slot, and so I wonder if it is like a summon that you're always going to get something, or if it's not guaranteed to give you an SSR whatsoever. If so, it's definitely worth it to re-roll in that case, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so is she blue? I pulled her, but I didn't actually. I think she's green, yeah. In that case, she's weak to Nishiki. Are we sure we wanted to bring her here? Stronger enemies have greater weakness caps. You have to generate their weakness more efficiently. Okay, sure. I don't like... So... I'm listening to the sounds that the game is making as I click on these buttons, and it reminds me of, like, tape being unpeeled as I click on the cards at the bottom of the screen, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. That makes me uncomfortable. Okay, I can move them! So that's exactly what the strategy is going to end up being a lot of the time. Yeah, I'd like to do that, thank you. Creating a 3-star skill grants a power burst, increasing the target's weak by 1. Enemies of restricted attribute grant an additional weak. So, will this do, like, a weakness damage, even though it's the wrong typing? It did. So, 3-star versions of cards will still do damage through weakness, even if you don't have the type effectiveness against it. That's good to know. Because that means that you can kind of cheese, or I want to use the other blue one, but okay. And she also, Hinami on her 1-star has like a heal to the lowest HP character on your team. So she definitely has some kind of utility to her. Seems like she's like a support type, kind of similar to what you'd expect out of games like this. Oh man, this is going to be kind of interesting. I wonder if there actually is an auto button, because I haven't seen any so far. And if not, it's going to be kind of like a Fate Go experience where you'll be playing this manually every day. Alright, claim all. Thank you very much. Alright, we're going to get to the end of the first chapter here. I wonder if... Yeah, no, this is just like the same cutscenes. I wonder if they'll do any 3D cutscenes in the first little bit, or if they'll just, like, hard skip it. Yeah, there is also a pretty big pre-register reward for the game. I think that the Gmail that I'm using to sign up for my account right now currently doesn't have the pre-register reward. So likely, if you did pre-register, you'll end up starting with an extra Kaneki and an extra Arima, I believe. So that's pretty cool. I also just noticed, Toka's 2-star has a stun on it by default. I wonder if the stun only works if you have already broken them that turn, or what. Oh, I am seeing on the top left now, I can finally, like, auto and 2 times and everything. This is just the energy builder. I think I want to do like that. That's good, yeah. So we're not going to be able to break her until next turn. But geez, Hinami healing every single turn is really nice. It's going to be important to pretty much have one healer on every one of your teams. Inside Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, a lot of the time you'd want to have one Hinami on your team because she would give you free lifesteal to your entire party. Same with Hafukakuja Yamori. And so it'll be a matter of building multiple teams that have that sort of extra support on them as well. Pretty interesting so far, but it is really basic. Where is she touching? Anyway. Next up, Kaneki tries to eat Hide and then yada yada yada. Come to fight his inner self. Wait, did it just automatically get rid of my Kaneki on my team because I can't use him for this battle? It's giving me Toka and Taishi? Okay, sure. Unfortunately, I don't have any reds. And so I think that my best bet is probably just to try and do this. See, her 2-star stuns, but what does stun... What causes stun to go off? Because right now it's not stunning without something happening between. Regardless, it's not a massive deal, but I'm just curious. Next turn I get an ultimate, so let's see if Toka can stun. Prevent them from using attack skills for one turn. Taishi, that's really strong. Gauther has that inside Grand Cross, and he was relevant until like super late in the game because of it. So that did stun, I'll take that. Let's use our ultimate. That, and then we'll just pop our 2-star of that too. Wait, it's doing the Kaneki attack. I don't have a Kaneki on my team. So the ultimate animation isn't linked to the main character you're using. It isn't changing your main character like the Toka I'm using into an ultimate skill. Instead, it's like you're using a summon from Final Fantasy, where it pops in for one turn with the character you chose, and then we'll use the ultimate once. I don't know how I feel about that. That means they can recycle animations in a lot of a weirder way. Yeah, I am curious about what their events are. So this is the free units that they were giving out before. I probably will just go for them. Here, let's claim all of these. Thank you kindly. Oh, the first top-up reward is also a free Rize. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Regardless, there's also a Kaneki here. Let's do our free recruit, and then we'll see if we want to do like a proper multi on Kaneki and Arima. I probably will go for them, and we'll see how it ends up going. That's just a random 3-star, which is going to be like a random R. Yep. This is just like the featured scouts. It looks like there actually is... Yeah, there's a Yoshimura already inside the game. Percent rate is fucking terrible. Is this a 1% banner? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's a 1% banner. That is rather scary. This one's a 3% banner. It comes with the 2 new ones. It comes with Amado. There's a Shinohara. Corona and Nishiro are inside here. Iwao. There's a Hirako SSR. Naki and Nico. They gave Nico an SSR? Lady Boy in Love. Gotta respect it. Oh, there's also a Mogan SSR, a Toka Rabbit. Okay, we're doing a multi on this. Let's see. Come on. Can we get our boy White Hair Kaneki? Can we get a copy of Arima? Honestly, a copy of Non-Killing Owl would be fucking rad, just because I know that he'll be like a weird character not a lot of people are gonna get early on. But alright, it's probably the next one, right? No. I'll have to try and figure out what the order of the multis are. Ooh. Okay, BO is going to be happy about this one. I got an SSR version of Akira, which is another strength unit, which I will take. So it's 100 diamonds for a multi. That's actually not like a lot. Wonder what the prices are going to be like then. Here, I'm going to go for 2 SSRs. I think that's a good call for right now. Ooh. Let's get past that. And let's see if we get lucky on this one. 3% banners in games like this typically have been rather painful in my experience. I've played Bleach Brave Souls for the longest time, and 3% is an unkind reality that will shake the foundations of that of which you ever cared about. Looks like there's been no fake outs so far, so I don't know if there would be a fake out animation inside this. So does this actually change at all? Or is it just like the opening animation? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, it's another just SR full. Ugh. And no fake outs either. All right, I guess we're just going all in for this for right now then. So I really want to get 2 SSRs to try and fix up my starting bit of this account. Alright, in that case, let's just go ahead and pop in our 30 tickets here. I imagine in games like this, typically after the original release, they'll start dropping banners as 2 different kinds. Premium, which is characters that won't be added to the main pool, and like generic, which is ones that'll be inside the main pool forever, SSRs that'll always be around. And typically that'll be the ones that you want to spend your diamonds on the most. So right now what I'm doing is not entirely advisable for an account if you were to try and play for longevity. Especially if you're going to be free to play. Definitely don't blow all 500 of your original crystals into the banner immediately. See if they drop anything cool next little while. Because typically when a game comes out, they do want to milk it for all it's worth early on. I don't know how to put it better than that. But alright, so that has been our multis for today. Let's go ahead and... There's a Welkin. There's a Growth Fund. There's the $1 top-up pack. Bond Enhancement. Star Crystal Up, which I think is probably a free dupe. Yep. This is a SSR Choice Pack. Not bad, honestly. It might be worth it. But we got this Akira right here. One last thing I want to check out with the lineup thing. Can I change the Kagune attack that I see right here? I don't think I can change it right now, but this will likely end up being the main thing that changes the animation that happens. Curious. All right. For right now, that is going to be where we end off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want to add me, feel free to add LeaIsChill. Obviously, I'll be playing on this first main server. I'm probably just going to play like a good amount today and put up another video tomorrow of what I've learned about the game. So right now, thank you guys for watching. Take it easy and let me know what SSRs you got on your first pulls. If any of you guys got Yoshimura Owl, let me know how cool he is. I definitely want to get a copy of him. Bye-bye.